And a very good day, Effendi. Whatever you search, you have knocked on the right door with a Mustafa. That is me, a Mustafa. What do you desire? A guide, a camel, a certified dentist? Or perhaps the most fabulous hookah that also works as bagpipes?
I am only in need of a discreet room and a bit of information.
No problem, not at all. I will bring your bags up and give you my most inconspicuous room, which just happens to be the nicest, as well as the most expensive. Is served just after the 10 o'clock prayers. As for the camels, you have but to ask.
I will remember. Thank you, my friend. Tell me, how do I get to the Egyptian Museum?
It's all very complicated, but you are very lucky, Effendi. Mustafa, that is me, of course, knows Cairo like no other. So, you take the road to the left of the park where my camels are, and straight ahead, go directly,
Thank you. I will find it. Well, I must go, Mustafa. Until later.
Farewell, Effendi. Farewell.
Cairo's famous Egyptian Museum. What riches must be stored within its walls? Good day, sir. I am Professor Van Helsing. You should have received a courier announcing that I would be coming.
Ah, yes, hello. Indeed, my superior, Lord Grosvenor informed me of your arrival. I am the assistant director. Lord Grosvenor is absent. He is on an archaeological dig in Sudan. He won't be back for another 3 weeks.
To be honest, I have need of nothing but a bit of information. Perhaps you could clarify something for me.
I would gladly put myself at your disposition if I wasn't overburdened with work already. You see, Lord Grosvenor amasses such a quantity of objects from various excavations that he supervises, but he doesn't have the time to do the classification, which is a necessary consequence. This work was assigned to me but would represent a challenge to 10 of the best scribes. I must apologize, but I cannot be of assistance at the moment.
Listen, I am more of a practical man, but I can certainly help you. Entrust one of your tasks to me. You will gain time, and hopefully I will gain some information in exchange.
It is with great pleasure that I accept your assistance. You can, for example... Wait, do you see this list? All of these objects were distributed throughout the museum, but they should be together. Can you find them?
What is a deben?
It was a unit of measurement in ancient Egypt. It was mostly used for precious metals like copper or gold, giving the weight of the metal corresponding to its value. For example, 1 deben of copper corresponded to 27.3 grams of that metal. For gold, 13.6 grams was enough to reach this value. The scribes possessed benchmark weights to perform their measurements, in the form of a wire of the metal in question, folded over itself. I can give you a copper deben. You can keep it as a souvenir, as with the stylus that I see there. I must rid myself of them.
Excuse me, I am going to look in the museum.
That won't be a problem.
Tell me, can I borrow this?
Certainly.
It is a sketch of the Giza site. Papyrus from excavations in 1852. Not of interest. A flail or necking-neck, insignia of royalty during the time of the pharaohs. This artifact is nothing but a poor reproduction. Bizarre. I'll take it. A miniature pyramid. Curious. A key. What can it open? Another pyramid. This knife with a mother-of-pearl handle is magnificent. Another pyramid. A crook, one of Osiris's symbols, an insignia of the pharaohs. This artifact is nothing but a poor reproduction. Bizarre. I'll take it. A superb piece. Certainly very old. Someone must collect pyramids. Granite scarab of little value. A helmet. The tag says, helmet of a Spanish soldier, found in the wreck of a galleon offshore from Alexandria. Another pyramid. There is something inside. Someone wanted to hide this pyramid, unbeknownst to the director. Head with a solar disk, the sign of loyalty to the pharaohs. This sarcophagus is that of an unknown pharaoh, but it is missing something. There. Perfect. Open. Someone wanted to hide this pyramid, unbeknownst to the director.
Excuse me, sir, but I have much work to do.
There. I have finished collecting all of the objects on the list. Now, would you do me the kindness of answering my questions?
If I can. What are you looking for?
The tomb of a priest venerating ancient accursed gods. In this spot, a tome called the Demonomicon of Ouija was found. Have you heard of it?
Great gods above! How do you know of the existence of this damned book? It's one of the best-kept secrets of ancient Egypt. No learned Muslim has dared to make reference in any writing. And, I believe, the Christian Church long ago burnt any text which contained this name. I know but little regarding the Demonomicon. Only that it is supposed to contain all of the teachings of an abject cult that worshipped the outer gods. Notably, that of the Black Sphinx during the reign of I don't know which pharaoh. Anything that touches this cult, directly or indirectly, is damned. And even speaking of it brings unhappiness. Do you really want to find this tomb?
I am afraid so. Do you have any idea where I can find it?
Frankly, no. However, it seems to me that there's an isolated spot. The Blood Rocks, that has an awful reputation. Some of the men who work on our digs say that no one has ever returned from this damned spot, except for one Bedouin looter, raving mad, crying out that all of his companions had been eaten by a black demon. Apparently he died a few days later, and we found in the folds of his robe a sort of solar disc made out of gold. This piece was unfortunately stolen before arriving at the museum, and must have been smuggled out of the country. I can show you the placement of these rocks on a map, but no one will accompany you there.
Well, I shall depart, and thank you for all of your help.
Goodbye, sir, and good luck.
I must find this Mustafa. What is wrong, my friend? You look as if you dropped a 16-ton block on your foot.
May Allah curse the bastard son who did this. May the guardian scarabs enter through his fundament and devour his entrails slowly with small spoons that are bent and rusty. May he rot and die.
I frankly do not envy the bastard who did this to you. Please tell me more, and on your way, would you saddle me a camel?
A camel? He wants me to saddle a camel. But it is my camels, Mustafa's camels. They have all fallen ill. Look at them. This morning, full of energy, and bam! They are all on the ground like worms. Such misery and misfortune. I had to borrow money to buy them.
Listen, there must be a solution. Why don't you call for a veterinarian?
A veterinarian is too exorbitant. To care for a camel, I would have to sell one of my legs, and I have 7 camels. Do I have 7 legs to sell? The only veterinarian who is affordable, some would say cheap, is my cousin Mulud. Mulud is also a hairdresser, heating engineer, bricklayer, and raises woodlice. But, as he is also a customs officer, he is also involved in a work to rule at this very moment. It pains me so. But tell me, where did you want to go?
I must go to a place called the Blood Rocks. It is not far from Cairo.
To the Blood Rocks? But you are crazy. A madman. No one will loan you a camel to go to the Blood Rocks.
I must go just the same, and with haste. If I can find a way to heal one of your camels, and I pay you triple your fee, will you agree to let me have one?
You have a deal. I have just thought of one thing. There is in the quarter an old Christian, a monk, you understand? The women go to him for the ancient remedies and his healing powers. He is near the Coptic quarters. Past my house, and it's in a lane on the left, you see? He might have something for my camels.
I must depart, my friend.
Oh, my poor camels.
This could come in handy. This might be useful. I am taking it. Curious. This trough is clogged up with herbs. Fresh herbs. Apparently someone recently